I bet up to this point, you're thinking to yourself, this is great information, but what the heck does this thing even cost? This has to be a $60,000 to $80,000 system since it's such an awesome system, right? I bet we could sell these for 60 grand to start out with, but the reality is that our current economic conditions are squeezing all of us for every single penny that we have left. That's why we didn't just develop this awesome system, we also developed the back-end manufacturing systems to build these decks as efficiently as possible. To start with, we manufacture our frames based on the same lean manufacturing systems that big companies like Toyota and Bosch use. In fact, I interned with Bosch for a few summers during college, and that's where I truly learned the basics for how to get this monumental task completed with minimal labor time and overhead. We utilize lean manufacturing principles. What that means for us specifically is that we build things in longer part runs and special jigs, so that we only have to set up our jigs one time per run, saving us precious time and saving you a ton of money. In fact, when we priced building these decks one at a time, they were about $10,000 higher than our current pricing. Being on par with the rest of the industry is okay, but we weren't happy with being average. In addition to this, the standardized way that we build these means that we have a limited number of setups, which saves us a ton of space and cost in tooling. It also means that our fabricators can get into a groove and be even more efficient the more that they make these parts. Further, our installation process is incredibly simple, and because we aren't modifying components on site, we literally get to set our parts in place and bolt them on. On average, it takes 3 days to assemble our decks from start to finish, and they only require a 2-man team. This helps us keep our overhead down and allows us to be able to afford to put more decks on more homes.